Hi friends, it's Tiffany from Tiffany Studio. Today I wanted to make a video about product photography. Product photography is probably one of the most important things of a handmade business, or really any business in general. When it comes to marketing and sales, you need to have good photography. I've got a few tips and tricks I wanted to share with you today, so I figured I'd dive right in. So let's start with equipment. This is pretty important. I know everybody says, oh, shoot natural light, it's so great, always shoot natural light. I agree with that to a certain extent. I don't know where you live, but a lot of the times in Cleveland, where I live, natural light is not readily available. It's cloudy. I know cloudy can be good sometimes, but sometimes cloudy can be really dark. It'll slow down your shutter speed. Lots of technical issues could come into play. So that's why I personally like to use strobes or supplemental lighting as opposed to natural light. So I guess that's where I'll start. As you'll see right here, I have my light. This light is, gosh, I bought this light probably almost 15 years ago. This light is an Alien Bee by, is it the Paul, I forget his name, but I'll link you the Alien Bee website. Paul Buff is the name, that website. These lights are fantastic. Like I said, I bought this light almost 15 years ago. It's very economical and it is still doing great. I love it. I think it's super versatile. It's lightweight. It comes it did not come with the softbox, but you can purchase a softbox. I purchased this from a company a long time ago. It's long out of business now. But the Alien Bee, I have the B800. Technically, I think it's great. I typically only use about one light for my product shoots. I'll show you kind of the setup I do later. This light is great. It's lightweight. It does the job. It blasts some light. It makes it feel like natural light, and it creates great light for your photos. Now, this doesn't come with the softbox like I mentioned before. This is the softbox. I purchased this in addition to the light to soften the light. Now, we all know we want soft light and airy, beautiful light, and this helps create that. So it's a diffusion, and you'll see here, I mean, I'm not gonna get too technical, but this little white panel comes off, and the Velcro is really stuck on there. There's all kinds of different things to make the light a little softer. So I'll link the link below where you can get these. Same company, you can get the light. These are, I think they're around $400. Yeah, it's not free, but it's definitely economical, and this will last you a really long time. Like I said, I think I bought this light 15 years ago. $400, I think I got my money's worth. So I personally say buy a light, okay? So that's my tangent on lighting. Now, in order to get the light to work with your camera, you're gonna need something that's called a transmitter and a receiver. So that's these guys here. Now, one goes on your camera, one goes on the light, okay? So it'll go on the back of the light here. And you'll see the light has all kinds of different power gauges. And this hooks into the light and it talks to this guy. So when you fire the shutter, the light will flash and give you beautiful light onto your product. So these are pocket wizards. I love them because they're universal. Sometimes I bought a long time ago one that was only universal for Canon cameras, and then I was using my friend's Nikon and I couldn't do the lights and it was just too much. So I upgraded to these. These are about $200, I think. So it's a little more pricey, but it's universal. So I don't know, like at this point in my career, I have a Canon camera, I have a Sony camera, I have all kinds of different cameras now, so I can pop this on any camera and it'll communicate with my lights, which is huge, because if one camera fails, my Canon fails, I can use my Sony as a backup and we're all good. So get yourself some pocket wizards. They come with the correct cords to sync to your lights. These are very important, okay? Obviously you need a camera. I think you already got that part. If you have questions about cameras specifically, you can ask me questions. I can make suggestions on cameras. but that's a whole nother story. So anyways, so let's talk about setup. So this is essentially my setup. I have a table I got from the thrift store for 30 bucks. I sanded it to make it feel a little more rustic because kind of that's the look I'm going for right now with my photography. And small props and things like that. Probably one of the most important things that I have is white foam cord board. So I have them right here. So when you're talking about e-commerce and product photography, you're always going to want like a shot on white and a staged lifestyle-like shot. So I always have these. These are amazing. You could set them down, put the product on the whiteboard, bounce your light here, the light's coming from there, and shoot your product. There's your shot on white. And then you lift these up and you got your table. So here's the table. So this is like a simple shot that I did today. I was working on my coasters with my new farmhouse line. So I have this pretty much set up. I have a super simple lamp from Target. I think it was 10 bucks from Target. I got this little vase from Target and some fake flowers. So I got my coaster, my table, then I would go like, so essentially, these are all just backup. They're not going to be in the shot. I would put that there. Point your light. I do one directional lighting most of the time, so I would point the light here, obviously, do your exposure, get the distance you want. And then I love these whiteboards because I just put them right here. I get something to prop it up like that. You're not going to have that in the shot. And then that's going to bounce the light, so the light's going to go boop. That's going to bounce it in here and soften your shadows because it makes it nice and soft and light. I think I got these at Michael's for like 3 bucks. They're so cheap and they do wonders. So when everybody thinks about product photography, they kind of dread it, I feel like. I dread it sometimes too. If you have a simple setup, I leave this setup like this pretty much all day, every day. So if I create a new product, I just pop it in the scene, turn on my lights, grab my camera, and I'm good to go. So a little mini recap. Things about product photography that I think you should do. Get a really good light, get a really good softbox. Keep everything kind of set up. Have a nice surface that you want because you want consistency. So I have a nice table, simple props. I'm all about the keep it simple, stupid solution. You know, don't overcomplicate it because the minute you start throwing all kinds of crazy things into your shot, they're going to be looking at that instead of your product. So remember, keep it simple. Light, camera, propping, and white cards. Seriously, these white cards will save your life. So, simple little video about product photography. I can go into anything else in detail. If you have any other questions, I'm more than willing to share. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little behind the scenes of what I do with my product photography and how I make it work. So thanks for watching the video. If you like it, feel free to subscribe or like the video. I'll put all the links below on some of the products that I have, so if you wanted to purchase them, go for it. And just stick around, keep watching, have fun with it, and don't be scared to try something new. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see ya. Bye.